Hello guys, this is Spyderrock and welcome back to another channel update video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a bunch of the stuff that I'm going to be working on over the summer and over the next couple of months. This includes like 5 new add-ons, a map, and even like a couple updates to Minesanity. So all of that I'm going to be talking about today, and I want to hear what you guys have to think or have to say, what you guys think about all of this stuff, what your feedback is. So let's get right into this. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the add-ons that I am currently working on and the ones that I'm planning to work on. I've got, I think, 5 add-ons planned to make and release over the summer. So I'm going to start with those. Anyway, the first thing we have, which is the one that I'm actually working on right now, is the Blasters add-on, which, as you can see, I've barely just started. I don't have much here. I do have recipes for some of these. But the idea is that it would add blasters, like projectile weapons of each tier. I hear a lot of spiders. Maybe I can find them and use my blasters. Anyway, I've started working on this, or at least worked on it quite a bit on a live stream. And I've been taking people's feedback. So, like, for example, the rocket launcher and the railgun, and the cooled railgun, all of those were suggestions from people on stream, I believe. I can't remember who, and I feel kind of guilty about that. Anyway, the idea is that there would be 4 different main types of blasters for each tier: the auto blaster, the lobber, the carbine, and the sniper. So the auto blaster, simple enough, fires things quickly. Lobber kind of lobs a shot over. Carbine, kind of like a slow but consistent thing. And then a sniper, well, I mean, that's also pretty self-explanatory. But the idea for this is just to expand like a ranger class kind of thing. Like, I don't know how many of you guys, I'm assuming a lot of you guys play Terraria, how there's different classes, basically. So you've got like your melees, your rangers, your whatever. So this is meant to kind of add like a ranger class, with some different things and different upgradable things. And then, so I'm going to pull some of these things out because I want to show you what I have so far. So I have a rocket launcher, by the way, all very early in development, but I will be streaming this more, and make sure you have notifications on whatever if you want to join my streams and give me feedback and suggestions. Rocket launcher, pretty self-explanatory. You can launch a rocket. Railgun is like basically the best sniper. Somebody gave me, I can't remember exactly who, but somebody gave me a suggestion to have like a little particle trail. So I did that. Let's see if we can find something that I can snipe with this. There we go. There's a chicken. And then the cooled railgun is like a railgun, but much faster. And then the laser blaster is kind of like a railgun, but does less damage, and it's full auto. So all of these things are work in progress. I think this is like 5 damage, I'm not sure. And I have quite a bit more to add. My goal is to have 50 different ranged weapons to add to this add-on that will add to your world or whatever. But right now I don't have that many, but there are going to be, I think, 24 because I'm going to have everything that you would normally have for like a sword. So I'm going to have wood, stone, iron, gold, diamond, and netherite. And this is all I have from that. I have a full set of functioning iron, and then I have 2 pieces of stone, 2 pieces of wood, piece of netherite. Oh, I completely forgot about the diamond ones. I also have diamond variants of all of them. And I do have recipes for some of them too. I should probably move on to another thing. I cannot type. Let's see. Yeah, I do have recipes for some of them so far. And I'm going to kind of stay with this pattern for all of them. So we've got for the auto blasters, for the carbines, for the lobbers, and then for the snipers. This is going to be the general recipes I'm going to follow. So they are going to be kind of costly, but they are pretty good. And they do have durability and everything. Some other stuff I want to work on. So to the 5 people that actually use Questcraft regularly, you'll probably know that there is something called a summon staff that you can get in Questcraft. This will summon in little guys that can help you fight. So this is actually William's idea, so I'm going to give credit to my friend William for coming up with this. And he's probably going to help work on it too, I think, or at least I hope. The goal is to make a summon class add-on. This is something I haven't started yet, but plan to do probably after the ranged weapons add-on. And this is kind of to have things like this staff that can give you basically a summon class. That's the word I'm looking for. So instead of, say, having a good sword and maybe a bow or having a bunch of blasters, you could just have a hotbar full of summons. So you could just summon all kinds of different things in. You could summon bees. You could summon, I don't know what else you'd want to summon. Dogs, llamas, crazy things, zombies, all kinds of stuff you could do. And same with like if I can find it, I can't remember what it's called. These shaman staffs are kind of similar because like, you can summon things in. It would be in essence of all of these kinds of things. So if any of you guys have any ideas of things that you would want to summon in, let me know, because I'm gonna probably start working on this pretty soon. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you have any ideas. The 3 other add-ons I'm just gonna quickly go over because you know, I don't know when I'm gonna make them, but my goal is to make them all this summer. So one would be a better bases add-on, something that would add in here. I can show you guys for example what I'm talking about. So here is my like Piskel page, which I have to download all this stuff because it's getting deleted. This is where I do some of my pixel art. So the idea with these textures here that you can see is that it would be a bunch of blocks that you could put inside your base that would essentially help you out. So you could have bounce pads, boost pads, things that make you go fast, launch pads, things that will launch you high into the air, things that will teleport you up or down, things that will heal you, things that will break blocks, things that will disinfect you or get rid of your whatever they're called. Why am I forgetting what it's called? Effects. I don't know why that didn't work. Sticky traps and just general like traps and things. And then other building blocks as well, just to make bases look nicer as well. And to just kind of give an emphasis on like building up a base instead of just having it be a place where you keep your crafting table and your furnace and a couple chests, having it be a place that you can kind of fortify and defend, I guess. And that kind of goes with another add-on that I want to work on, which is, I think I want to call it like the Swarm or something. The idea would be that it's kind of like a zombie apocalypse type thing, except instead of zombies, they're like magic creatures that spawn around your world that can see you from literally anywhere as long as they're spawn in, and will basically make their way towards you. They'll spawn in day and night, and there will be different variants for day and night. There will be bosses, things like that. But if you could imagine like that pig was one of the Swarm things, even if I was like say all the way over here, as long as the pig was loaded in, the pig would come and attack me even if it couldn't see me, even if I was indoors. There would be certain ones that could break certain blocks too. So you just have to be wary of those things, and most of them wouldn't have much health, but it would be like maybe everything has 1 health, but you've got 100 of them to deal with. And then the longer you play, and if you don't fight them off, and this kind of ties in with the bases thing, or the fortress add-on, or whatever I'm going to call it, you could build yourself a really good base and then use that base and the traps and everything to defend yourself from like a swarm of swarm things. I don't really know. And then the last thing I wanted to make was something that would use player.json, which is why I'm kind of hesitant to work on it, just because I like making my things compatible. But it would be something that allows you to have player upgrades. So you could get different things that will allow you to upgrade your speed, different things, not really leveling up, but like you could craft different things that will I guess level you up. So you could have like 3 levels of speed, you could get extra health, you could get different potion effects, you could get maybe even extra jump height. Maybe you could shrink. I don't really know. But there's a lot of things that can be done with that I kind of want to mess around with, just like little tokeny, coiny things. Let's move on to the Minesanity update though. I plan to fix all the problems with things that already exist, which is what I'm kind of already working on, but I also want to add the new Elemental Swords add-on by Axel PVZ, which is something I do have permission to add. So it's got all these new swords that are all very cool, and I want to kind of show you guys what these are, because I don't have this directly in Minesanity yet. This is something that I plan to work on pretty soon, adding this. I've got some other things in, but there's a lot of stuff that this does. You've got things that will like throw lava, you've got things that'll poison nearby mobs, you've got things that'll, I don't know, put things in cobwebs. I don't really know much about this. You've got a thing that like launches like a shotgun of wind that will send mobs flying. I don't even know how that works, but it's pretty cool. You've got a thing that will like shoot water. There's all kinds of cool stuff with this, and it's just in general. Oh, and you can put them in your offhand as well. I don't know if they do anything necessarily, but overall I think this is a really cool add-on, and it's definitely something that I want to add to the pack, and I hadn't gotten around to it yet because I've just been kind of busy. But now that I have some time, there's gonna be the 31st add-on, and the add-on to come in the new update. The update that will be adding, hey, get back here, chicken. The update that will be fixing things for 1.17, and different things give you different effects and things like that. So this is a very cool add-on. I think I've showcased it before, but I'm definitely going to add it to the pack in this update. I believe I have permission from Axel PVZ to add it. So that's the main thing, and that's pretty much everything that I wanted to go over in today's video. So something else that I am going to be doing is releasing some music pretty soon. I have like an album-y thing that I will be releasing. It's not going to be for everyone, but it's just something that I wanted to do. But one of the things that might interest some of you guys is that I will be releasing a like mixed soundtrack of the add-on, or the Bossborn add-on. The add-on that I made that adds in all the bosses, like the stuff you can see here. There's probably music from this playing in the background right now. I like to use it for background music a lot. But also, let's see if we can get it to play. Yeah, there we go. So you can, I'm probably gonna have the background music off for a second so you can hear. I will be releasing the actual soundtrack for this and for all these bosses on YouTube and on SoundCloud, I believe, for the handful of you that are interested in listening to it. I know I've gotten quite a few compliments, which I really appreciate, about the soundtrack, and so I figured I'd release it for anybody that would want to listen to it. I mean, I know I like listening to soundtracks from games and from like the Terraria Calamity mod, because that's got a really good soundtrack. So that was kind of my inspiration here, but I figured I'd release it. Hold on, let me just kill the swamp mage here. But I put a lot of time into the soundtrack, so at least for me to be able to listen to it, which might sound a little bit narcissistic, but I'm happy with it, and I want it to release it, I guess. I want to be able to listen to it and to have people listen to it. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it for what I'm going to be working on this next little while. Feel free to leave suggestions down below. I will probably make more update videos in the future concerning all of this. But anyway, thanks for watching if you made it here. See you guys later, and bye.